Definitely record it.
We're in, baby. We're here. Episode 13. This is the Three Ugly Mugs podcast. Hi, I'm Johnny B. If you look around the screens there's Matt Fernandez. How are you, buddy?
We're recording now.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank God.
I don't think we heard the beginning of the theme, but it's fine because it's the same every week.
One day we'll get the very beginning of the show,
It'll be good.
ready. And
Look, we're 13 episodes.
I'm John
in.
Jay.
Yeah, that's John J. Murray, everybody. In the
At the
background,
bottom.
already killing it, is James Bothwell, everybody.
I'm a power bottom, guys.
James Bothwell slowly sowing the seeds of his own destruction.
It's great. Look, if he was perfect, it would just take away from the mystique that is the Three Ugly Mugs, So
we want it to be clunky.
yeah. It's relatable. Most
It
people
adds
fuck up at
You
their
can hear
job.
dogs in the other room sometimes. It's fine.
Yeah, it's great, dude. Everything's fine. We're through Thanksgiving. Now we're deep into Christmas time. It's the
Merry
first week of
Christmas.
December.
If
Yeah,
you're-
I
If you're
decorated.
listening and not watching, Johnny B has a beautiful Christmas tree. It looks like it's like LSU themed, but it's nice.
No, it's
Just
just
have some purple in it.
it was like $22 on Amazon. It's
Nice.
it folds up and it has like you put up the inside and then it goes bloop and then it's very easy. We were decorating the rest of the house and I was like, I need a Fat Cave Christmas tree, so I found a little cheap one. It's got lights. It's fine. Everything's
Am I
good.
the only one who does a real tree?
I don't do that shit anymore now.
I used to in the house forever. And then 3 years ago, we bought like this big Mac Daddy fake one that's pre-lit with like fake snow and all this shit. It was like
Yeah.
$500 for this thing. But yeah, it does kind of take away the pain in the ass it is going and finding a
Going and
tree.
picking it up, yeah.
Home
Then it
Depot just puts
dies.
that shit on and ties it for you. It's great.
Yeah, just put
Shout out
it
Home
in the
Depot.
trunk of your car where there's a bunch of spilled gasoline, Matt.
I won't.
and
Shut up.
then,
They
and
tie
then
it to the
bring
roof.
that into your
Stupid.
house, the most flammable fucking tree known to man. It has been coated in gas fumes
Be awesome.
from the hurricane.
No, I love the smell of a Christmas tree. I would never do that.
No, I like it too. But what we do is we have the Glade plugins that smell like Christmas trees, and we got them like four different outlets in the living room. So it's like, oh
yeah. I
Still
got a
smells like
Christmas tree candle going right now.
yeah, it's good. Did I ever tell you about when a Christmas tree made me $3,000 a few years ago? That was good. Did I ever tell you that story?
No,
No.
this sounds
Yeah.
like a Christmas miracle.
Is that some kind of bet, or did you?
Let's
sell
take
a
you way,
Christmas
way
tree?
back. So I think it was like the second year Lee and I were together. So I was in South Tampa. So it was probably 2015, 2016. And we go down to the Lowe's next to our house in South Tampa and we get a real tree and we take it back to our apartment and we're putting it up. We're having a festive time, and I feel some stinging on my legs. And then she's like, oh my God, something's biting me. So we look down and this tree had been covered with fire ants and we drug them into the apartment. Now we're being attacked by fire ants, right? And like Indiana Jones, right? And we finally get them all off of us, and we get some spray and we fight them off for about 20 minutes and we win the battle. And I put on Twitter, and this is when Twitter was really, really like the main thing. And I have my blue check, because of the radio and Ralphie May probably. And so I got a lot of traction back then. So I tweeted out and I tagged Lowe's and I was like, man, that funny feeling when you're trying to get in the Christmas spirit and you get your Lowe's Christmas tree and get attacked by wild animals with like a little ant emoji or something. Well,
You go viral?
What you get for going to
no,
Lowe's? Go to Home Depot.
I didn't go viral, but I got an email like a week later from Hotwire. And that was when they first started that Want to Get Away for a While campaign. And it said, hey, we love your tweet. We'd like to use it in our Instagram and our social media marketing campaign. There's the dogs. And
There they are.
yeah. And so I thought it was a scam, right? A scam email. So I ignored it. And then like two or 3 days later, another email. They're like, basically saying, no, for real, we would like to pay you for your tweet. So I took it to my buddy that's a lawyer, and I showed it to him. I printed it out, and I go, dude, look at this, and I said, this is obviously fake, right? And he looked it over real well, and he goes, I think this is legit. Like, he goes, I would move forward with this. So I emailed him back, and they said, yeah, we'll send you a Visa like gift card that you can use anywhere for $3,000. We just need your e-signature that we can use your likeness and your tweet in our commercial. I was like, yeah, definitely. So I get the card the next day. It comes like overnight.
It totally sounds like a scam.
Right.
Like,
So
as soon as
I get the card, I was like, I need to go test the card like immediately. So I lived like across the street from an Applebee's. So I
sounds
just
like you're being framed for murder.
I mean, what are they going to do with your tweet? It's not like they can fucking do a lot.
Yeah.
well, no, exactly right. But I thought it was going to be like I was going to sign over my whole social media to him or something, and I wasn't going to get money or some bullshit. So I went over to Applebee's because it was Christmas time, and I always bought my producers like gift cards every year, with the radio show back when I had producers. Now I got nobody, and I went over there. I go, yeah, could I get 3 $50 gift certificates? And they're like, sure. And I give them the Visa gift card that I got in the mail, and the lady swipes it, and it was like slow-mo. I was like, please work. And he was like, okay, here's your receipt. And I was like, oh my God, it's legit. I just got $3,000 for a tweet. So you talking about a good Christmas? Yeah, I went nuts that year. It was fun. So
Nice.
all over a tweet, and it's all been downhill from there. Everything with me in social
That was
media.
the peak of your career. Was a tweet.
Yeah, I peaked so many times in my life, and it's been so long ago. I'm ready to peak again. Episode 13, Ugly Mugs. This is when it happens.
I have not prepared for Christmas at all this year. I'm still recovering from Thanksgiving. That was too much for me. I was like, this is too much. Yeah, I haven't done any Christmas shopping except for Costco. I bought the meat for Christmas Day. I got a pork loin, I got a top round, and I'm putting both of those guys in the smoker. So
I like that.
it's a good present.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out a day to do like a holiday party at the house. We've been talking about it. We wanted to do like a Friendsgiving. The problem is scheduling, when everybody's off to be able to do it. And I want to do a prime rib, like a
Tuesday night would probably work or something like that.
I mean,
Dude, I'm off the Friday the Friday before my special and the whole week after. So you just let me know, buddy.
we'll work it out. But yeah,
I'll be right back. I'm going to yell at these dogs.
Yeah, do it, dude. Fucking kick them, dude. Don't be afraid.
Arr, arr.
It's not like PETA's watching or anything like that. No, not even an art. You just hear choking sounds like, and he's playing that freaking everything's gonna be all right from I Am Legend. It's like just fucking. Anyway, Thanksgiving, I'm still recovering too, dude. Like I'm still a little aggravated. We go all the way out there. There's supposed to be 12 people. There's 20. I remember at one point somebody said, I hope we have enough food to feed everybody. And in my head, I'm like, I'll kill 8 of these motherfuckers.
Remember, you can't mute my mic, James.
Oh, there you go.
Damn it,
So, yeah,
Bothwell.
Matt gets muted too.
You piece of shit.
Oh, you mute.
I try to give you a chance, but you just fuck up at every turn.
I was monologuing again. I was like,
Yeah, you were. I tried to
Matt,
talk, but then I was like, I don't think he can hear me.
I was like, Matt hates my story. This fucking sucks, dude.
I was replying the whole time. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think the crowd-
I have a Chihuahua, and and the shade was open, so that's what was happening there. It's just anything that's out there, she just starts freaking the fuck out.
We're just talking about how Thanksgiving is awful.
Yeah, we covered that last week.
What
What are we drinking?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I have a homemade iced coffee, but it's mostly Bailey's in it. Hell yeah, baby! Let's go.
Mostly Bailey. I mean, you got to go on the radio tonight, but I don't think is there really any alcohol in Bailey's?
No, and I don't
Not
leave
much, right?
It's sweet.
I'm not
Yeah,
leaving 2 hours. We're fine.
It's melted ice
You
cream.
you have to add whiskey to it to make it a proper drink. Like it's more of like a little bit of flavor. There's some
Coffee
alcohol
creamer.
in it maybe,
Yeah.
but not much.
No, I think it's like 30 proof or some shit, or 40 proof. I don't know, but I got a couple hours until I got to leave, or an hour and 45 minutes. I'm fine. And when I get home later, it'll be real whiskey. So I haven't stopped drinking since Thanksgiving either, or the 2 days before Thanksgiving. I'm in a bad place right now, folks. Like,
I was going to say, I look forward to watching your collapse.
Yeah.
it's not good, dude. There's There's a lot
Honestly,
of
if you
going
died
on.
on stage at your special, you would go viral for sure.
It's called Killed. Yeah. So
It's gonna be the most viral practical joke ever.
that's my life, man. I did it. I did a show last night where I hosted at the Funny Bone in Tampa last night. They needed somebody, and the Lightning were playing, so I wasn't on air. So I was like, I'm gonna make $50 real quick, And the guy that I was hosting for, nice guy, he's more of an Instagram star. He's like this little Greek gay guy, super nice, funny. He got famous mainly for doing impressions of his like Greek mother and stuff, and it kind of went viral. He's got like a couple 100,000 followers.
Okay.
But only 60 of them showed up last night, and I knew right out the gate, like, when you're 1 minute into your set and you're like, yeah, this isn't gonna go well at all. Like you hit a couple punchlines that are no misses.
60 people in that room is fucking a nightmare.
Yeah. So I just leaned into it. When and you just like break down the fourth wall and just let the crowd into your misery, So like the first punchline I hit doesn't do well, and I just said, yeah, guys, that punchline usually has about a 95% success rate. So we're in the 5% zone right now. Like that's where I'm at with you guys. So we get 9 more minutes, So I'm doing the Bill Burr, 8 more fucking minutes,
Yeah.
But it ended up being okay. I got him a few times, but it was one of those things that even the feature, super nice guy from New York, and he's like, yeah, what's up with this crowd? And I said, you know how it is, dude. Sometimes you feel like you got to clock in, do your job, and clock the fuck out, and it was one of those. And all I could think was, I'm doing my special a block away from here in January. It needs to be a completely different situation.
Well, I found that room. I don't know. It just always seems like Thursdays are worse than Wednesdays for some reason. I don't know why.
And Sundays can be bad too.
Sundays can be bad
Sundays are
too. But
bad
yeah,
everywhere.
Thursdays are usually pretty bad in that room.
I hate Sunday shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
very rare.
What are you drinking, Matt?
Got a delicious Belgian import called Le Chouf.
Le Chouf.
Absolutely delightful.
He only brought one. He only brought one.
I only
folks.
had one. Yeah, man. It was in my fridge, and it's one of my favorite beers in the world.
Ooh.
I usually get it around Christmas time. It's delicious.
I got to try that. What is that, like a Lucan's Total Wine?
Yeah, it's only
type
a Total
buy?
Wine, yeah.
Only a
That's
Total
why I get
Wine.
it, yeah.
I'm doing Kona Big Wave, kind of a classic
That's a good
light
one.
beer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like it. I
That's a beach
realized the
beer right
past
there.
few times me and Matt have both been just downing multiple 9% beers throughout the show, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna scale it back a little.
Coward.
Scaling it back.
Yeah, I may run back to the fridge and grab a beer because I have a few good ones that I bought for the show in there. And I might want to grab one. I got one of my favorite Florida Ave beers in the fridge. I might have to go grab. I don't know if you've had a My Boy Blue from Florida Ave, but
Oh yeah.
fucking delightful. Yeah,
That's good.
so it's a
love
blueberry
Florida Ave,
wheat. Yeah, it's really, really good. That's a great place to do comedy too. The one over in
It's
Wesley
still in
Chapel.
okay. I thought there was one in Seminole Heights that's like in an old. It was used to be a cash and carry.
Yeah.
And then they turned it into a brewery, and it's.
Oh,
like
I thought that was
it's awesome.
Seventh Son.
No, the Seventh Son was that was a huge one. That
Yeah.
was like a nice one. This has been there for a while.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of good ones, man. Tampa area's got a lot of great breweries. So if you're out there listening and you'd like to have us come to a stand-up comedy show at your brewery, the Three Ugly Mugs, we did a test run at Devine last month, and it went really, really well. So holler at your boys. We take that money and we put it right back into the podcast. So come get us. You know what I mean? We need to buy things for the podcast.
Help us.
Yeah.
Help.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that hasn't gotten an extra $2,000 for the holidays. Please
Nope,
help
you're not
me.
the only one. You are not the only one, buddy. You're not.
You did at one point, okay?
I'm on the hook for a special, and I've got 0 sponsors right now. So yeah, don't worry. I got my team working on it. Fucking get to work. Anyway, we're fine. Fine, guys. I'm gonna disappear. That's what's gonna fucking happen. Yeah, you're gonna be like, "Where's
Totally fine,
Johnny?
folks."
Where's Johnny?" I don't know, dealing poker in fucking North Dakota somewhere. That's where he's at. Don't even ask.
I mean, you could probably do that. It wouldn't be so
man.
bad,
Go to
right?
South America, bro.
Yeah.
You'll be a king. Grow a
What?
sweet mustache, get a tan. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
If I could do that, I would do it here. You know? Fucking
Yeah, if he could pull that off, he'd already be doing it. That's true.
Jesus. It's fine.
You guys want to get into some football?
Sure. Let's go. You want to talk about our Tampa Bay Buccaneers? 6-6 now, baby.
6-6 and
Got lucky. Got super lucky.
yeah. Well, there was Yeah, there was a lot of good luck moments in that game, but there was also a lot of bad luck moments in that game, and a lot of moments where the defense just
Our defense
fucking
is just
sucked.
trash. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a trash defense. It's dog shit.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But you know what? There's really good teams that have gotten super lucky this year, like the Kansas City Chiefs. How many have they pulled off because a weird call gets made or because
the Broncos when they blocked the field goal?
Yeah,
that was lucky as hell.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit. Or how about
there's been a lot of missed field goals lately too.
Yeah,
really
Justin
weird.
Tucker sucks now.
Well, either he sucks or he has an earpiece in. There's a guy going, "Hey, we got your wife and your kid in the fucking basement over here." You know what I mean?
This is his retirement. Yeah, because he's like 35, 36. He's going to be retiring soon. Maybe he's taking doing the old fucking Pete Rose.
Hey, Justin, a little fucking wide left on this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it for the
Oops, I missed it.
Oh, shucksy poozies. Fucking minus 445. You fucking do it, kid. You know, like, I don't trust any of this shit. I really don't. I don't like it.
Well, just with the Bucks though, there was a lot of luck on our part, but also Carolina Panthers were like playing their best game in the entire season.
Yeah, Bryce Young.
They played worse and lost, or they played worse than that and won like 2 of their games.
Yeah, they're in a weird spot, right? Because like if they would have won that game, technically they're in the thick of the race for the division. They would only be a game or 2 behind, right. But at the same time, they know they still stink and they got no shot. So if they lose that game, now they're in a race for a high draft pick. So it's like they're in that weird purgatory. So I'm not saying they tried to lose, but I remember a lot of seasons where the Bucks were out of the playoff hunt and they would be beating the shit out of a team and then all of a sudden collapse in the fourth quarter and lose. And you know why that's happening. Like, it's like they're proving to the other team, we could beat you for 3 quarters, but we need a quarterback. So we're just going to fucking put in our backups in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you just put in the second or third
I think
string.
them like taking Andy Dalton back out and putting Bryce Young back in was them giving up on the season.
Right.
Like I don't think they're going to, throw games, but I also don't think they're trying to win too hard.
Right.
Which is more of a reason why we should have stomped them, because
we should have.
He had a good game.
That's what my bets were.
He had a good game, but he was only throwing to the outside. He kept throwing the same out patterns. He didn't throw any balls over the middle hardly ever. And we should have been able to adjust and destroy him. Couldn't get a pass rush on him at all, which stinks.
Oh, the pass rushing was like laughable. They were like falling. They were tripping over each other. And yeah, it was. Did they get 1 blitz the entire game? I think maybe they got 1.
They were blitzing, but they look. Carolina does have a good offensive line.
Yeah,
they have one. I think they had 1 sack the entire game out of like 5 that they should have had.
Yeah, it's not good, dude. It's not good. They beat us. They beat us. They beat us on the if you looked at like physically and everything, they were beating us like most of the game, and we just kind of we out talented them a little bit towards the end there. That's all it was. You had Mike Evans catching that great touchdown. Bucky Irving just did Bucky Irving things, 150 something yards from scrimmage, and just. He
walked off the field. He was just taped. He looked like that fucking like the kid in Little Giants when he's got a mattress wrapped around him.
Yeah,
he's just taped up, like trying to get off the field.
He's mostly taped.
He's just that poor small. He's like 5, like he's only like 5'9".
He's
back.
No, he's really not. But he plays big. He ended up getting offensive NFC Offensive Player of the Week, so that's good.
Deservedly so. He also had like 30 receiving yards.
Yeah,
like 185 total
25
yards.
carries, 152 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Yeah, and his production pretty much solidified him as RB1, because it's been like the whole year. You're like, who's RB1? They're like, well, they're splitting it. It's kind of like everybody has their thing. But after that game, everybody's like, okay, Bucky Irving is not only RB1, he's one of the best running backs in the league at this point. Like, he's a star.
Yeah, he's been RB1 for several games at this point.
I don't like giving it to him 25 times. Like, he's just not built for that. So I don't mind spelling him. Like, keep it between 15 and 20 touches, and I'm fine. Yeah, let him
give Sean Tucker 10. Why not give Sean Tucker 10?
Sean Tucker's a little ball of muscle. Give him.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, but fourth quarter should be Sean Tucker time. Like, that's like they used to do all stot back in the day. The defense is tired, and he just put in this fucking wrecking ball in the fourth quarter. That's not fair. Put Sean Tucker in with a clean jersey in the fourth quarter. That's a recipe for success. I don't get it, but They did do a lot. The last 2 games they did, and I know we talked about this last episode when I was on a bed in another city. But
shouting about sucking off
on your
millionaires.
phone, yeah.
yeah, but they did switch up some things like with the play calling, like putting Vita Vea in at fullback. Like that's old, Bruce Arians type shit that we would see, from time to time. And I like that. And, I want him to give the guy the ball because,
bro, why Miami when they used to give Warren Sapp the ball?
Oh my God,
throw that
dude!
in there a little bit. He's much bigger than Warren Sapp was.
Yeah, that's true.
And on the odds, he's plus 5,000 to score a touchdown every week. I bet him almost every week. I bet Vita Vea to score a touchdown every week because for like $3, it pays like freaking $400 or something. So it's like they're going to give it to him sooner or later. I mean, I remember was it Jameis or was it Brady that threw him a touchdown? Like he did a little play action, from fullback at the goal line, and he caught a touchdown his rookie year or his second year, something like that. But
Vita Vea did? Oh,
yeah, he's got a receiving touchdown.
Yeah, it must have been Brady. It had to be Brady.
I'm sure our producer in the background's already looking up the clip right now.
I think I saw it on like a late night talk show or something.
No, it happened. I remember watching the game because I was like, "Oh shit, Vita Vea called a touchdown." Because I remember when Warren Sapp did it too. Remember that weird bouncing?
Yeah, that I remember very well.
Yeah. No, Vita's definitely got a touchdown as a Buccaneer for sure.
I did enjoy the Vita Vea. I think it was Bryce Young where he just grabbed Bryce Young and like,
oh my God,
sat him down like a child.
He's done that before. He's done that before.
Down boy.
That dude is so fucking strong.
Yeah,
it's funny to see him run. He's not agile, but he is so strong.
Yeah, you can't run past him because he just grabs you with like 4 fingers and sets you on the ground
awesome
like
bouncer who just stop and sit down.
I was walking through Ebor last night. Speaking of bouncers, I always wonder what they talk about like when they're just standing around waiting for a fight to happen. So my wife and I are walking by this nightclub last night on 7th Avenue in Ybor City, and there was 2 bouncers out there, and one's a woman, right? Biologically very big lady, probably 6'4", just big old Warren Sappy looking lady. And the other one's like a shorter, kind of stocky, like Hispanic dude. And as we're walking by, I just hear them and they're telling bouncing stories. Like the guy's like, yeah, so this chick, she's in my face. So I did what I had to do. And I scooped her up and I drug her out to the parking lot. And the big lady's like, you got to do what you got to do, man. It don't matter who they are. Sometimes you just got to fuck them up, man.
I feel like if you're a bouncer, that is your personality.
I mean, it is, but you're not supposed to do that.
Vita Vea does have a touchdown. Vita Vea has a 1-yard touchdown reception from Jameis Winston.
Okay, from Jameis Winston. Okay, good.
Oh, really?
Johnny is not a liar.
All right.
Yeah, no.
I block out the Jameis days. I don't like to remember those.
Jameis Winston has
I
been
didn't realize
hilarious
Vita
lately.
Vea has been on the team that long.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought he started the same year that Brady did.
I thought he came in like the year before Brady. Yeah.
No, I want to say Vita Vea was 2018, I think.
Okay.
OJ Howard was 2017.
No.
No. Yeah, we didn't need Dalvin Cook that year. That got drafted after him. Yeah, no, definitely didn't need that. But because I remember I try to remember where I was on draft day because back in the old days when radio was actually cool, we would do draft parties like live on location somewhere, like from a Buffalo Wild.
That would be a fun idea for us.
We should definitely do it this year. Like definitely
Draft party.
Yeah, Ugly Mugs draft party. We can talk shit. We can do the whole first round and talk shit about all the bad ones and
Just make fun of people's parents.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, their whole family.
Yeah, their whole family's in the living room.
I remember when Mekhi Becton got drafted and his big fat dad was with him.
Yeah.
And he's an offensive lineman and his dad was so much fatter than him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. The gigantic apple doesn't fall far from the fucking gigantic tree.
It falls quickly though.
Fucking gravity
Shoots to earth.
Yeah. It's that's one of the things I loved about Baker Mayfield's draft day. Did you see what he did?
No.
He recreated,
but I don't remember.
And James, if you could find a picture of that real quick, that'd be awesome to pop up. But he recreated Brett Favre's draft day because Brett Favre did it from home, and so did Baker. So Baker's wearing the same outfit as Brett Favre. He's got everybody in the background wearing the same things and standing in the same positions and everything. He's laying across the couch with the phone, like an old ass phone and everything else. Like He completely, almost identically replicated.
He
Brett
plays
Favre.
like Brett Favre. He is a full on like I'm going to take some chances. I'm going to throw some picks, but we're going to have a good time and I'll win some games.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to fucking watch.
Yeah. Speaking of gunslinger, Jameis Winston's last performance. Have you ever seen a better and worse performance in the same game ever in the history?
Yeah.
He's either going to win you the game or he's going to lose you the game.
He
will be spoken of.
500 yards and still threw 2 touchdowns to the other team. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. It was it 500 yards. If you
it was like
497. It was super close.
And
497
and lose
for touchdown and lose.
He is like leaning into his goofiness more and more too.
Yeah, like he's out of his mind.
He owns it.
I love it.
It honestly makes people love him.
And when the camera's on, he turns into extra Jameis, It's like it's like when you have a comedian with autism and they get super autistic when they record their special. I'm not gonna say any names, but you know what I'm talking about. Like you work with them at a club and they're like barely autistic, and then you see their special and they're like,
he'll have a reality TV show soon. Very soon.
I've seen at least 2 guys like that.
Will have
I know
a
who you're
reality
talking
TV
about.
Show. Like he needs to have one.
Good for him, man.
Follow him around with cameras. He'll have like a gay friend or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just the people love him.
I'm gonna just get it. I'm gonna get a head injury soon, and I'm just gonna lean into it. I'm gonna have a good enough one where I do have a minor speech impediment, but I'm gonna really my head injury will be like, oh shit, guys, I really messed up my head really bad. But then when I get on stage, I'll be like,
looks like a deflated soccer ball.
There's just a noticeable dent.
Yeah, there's a noticeable dent on one side.
People do shots out of it, like I pour a shot into it.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what I'll be known for. Yeah, I'll go and kill Tony.
You're like the Stanley Cup if it was a person.
Oh,
dude, yes, dude. Yeah, dude, that'd be like the thing. Meet and greets. Be like, yeah, for an extra 20, you could drink a fucking shot out of my head. Let's go.
Drink a fucking sex on the beach out of the dent in Johnny's head.
Let's go.
I heard it here first.
And then, how people take their shirt off when they take a picture of Bert Kreischer? With me, they just make a fucking retarded face, like, I'd be like, that's us. You know what I mean? Like, do you mind if I make the face? No, do it. Make the face. And then I'll meet like once every 3 or 4 weeks, I'll meet somebody else with a dent in their head. Like I'm their favorite comic. They'll show up and they're like, can we touch dents? And I'm like, let's go, buddy. I'll drink one out of yours. You drink one out of mine.
And then you'll be on America's Got Talent. And then you'll go on tour.
Oh, you'll be on Kill Tony in a day.
Yeah, you'll go on tour with Howie Mandel.
It'd be great. Yeah, I'll go on Kill Tony.
Howie Mandel is not going to drink a shot out of your dent.
They'll bring me right now. They'll bring me on stage on Kill Tony, and Cam Patterson will hop out of my dent onto the stage like, "What's up, man? Words?" It'd be like fucking great. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, we could fill it with Gatorade and dump it on somebody after they win a championship.
Yes. And you could bet on what color Gatorade's coming out of my head.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful, dude. Like I could be an instant celebrity. I just need to fucking fall on my head.
What a specific thing.
I'm ready.
I have a crowbar, dude.
Well, we can't force it. Like it has to look like an accident, right? We can't.
I think we have to force it.
God damn it. Or that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And you pour together and you walk out on stage with the crowbar. You know what I mean? What's up, mother?
Like, don't worry. This is part of it as you lay on the floor.
And then when we do meet and greet together, they drink out of my head and then you hit them in the head. Like, well, for $20, I'll fuck you up.
I'll fucking dent your head in.
It turns into a Guar concert. We're just fucking going nuts.
We can get like a mule for to be like a mascot for the show, and then that can kick people in people's heads.
Dude, I'm not above anything at this point. I'm in my 50s. I'm trying to own a home. Let's fucking go.
You should just tell everyone you just make up a disease. You don't have to get kicked in your head. It's fine.
I don't have to make up a disease. You can see I have obesity.
Just tell them about the diabetes that he currently has.
Just talk about diabetes more.
I don't have it.
Just say that you do.
I don't have diabetes.
Nobody's gonna deny it though.
Way to go, dude! Congrats.
No one's calling. Even your doctor. Even if you said it to your doctor, you'd be like, "Oh, maybe he does."
Most people have to tell you that they do have diseases. Johnny has to be like, "I don't have diabetes." I
you know
swear.
How many times I've said that? Like when I was 150 pounds heavier, all the time people are like, "It's gotta be tough, being a diabetic." And I'm like, "I'm not a diabetic." And they're like, "Okay, all right,
okay."
I'm like, "You're my doctor. You saw my blood work." He goes, "I didn't even look at that part, to be
I
honest
didn't
with
look
you.
at
I just assumed.
Yeah, like, that's just money we don't need to spend. Anywho, Oreos, we need to fucking get you on a program like immediately because you smell like sugar, and that's not good enough.
Now's a good time to remind everybody to subscribe on our YouTube channel and subscribe on your favorite podcasting app. We do video on YouTube and Spotify, but we're on all of them. So please give us a like on our Facebook page and subscribe. And check out our Instagram.
We should do a live show soon. You know what I mean? Like now that
We
we
could do
got
it live one time. Yeah.
yeah. Now that we're already 13
As soon
episodes
as-
in.
As soon as we do it right one time, if we do
Yeah.
it right
We
all
get
the way
that intro.
through
When we
one
get that
time,
intro down once perfectly,
then we'll do
I'll
it
believe in
live.
us.
We should like in a year from now, I want this thing to be so successful that we have celebrity guests sing the intro live. You know what I mean? Like when we used to have like Blink 182 just come in and they're like 3 ugly mugs, and I'm like, oh my God, you know what I mean? And like the next week it's like Celine Dion, somebody cool like
Celine
that.
Dion singing.
We can pay a producer.
Yeah.
I think that's really the key. I don't know what's going on.
You guys want to talk about college football?
Sure.
Yeah, what are our college football predictions?
Yeah, let's go down the list of these championship games and see what we think is going to happen, and then maybe I'll throw a big parlay together. Who knows?
I tried, man. Those college football parlays are dog shit because you can't do player props.
You
Well, not player props. I'm just want to do a multi.
You have to do like a lot of them then at that point.
You have to
Yeah.
do a lot of them to make a big payday. on
I
a
definitely
small
think
bet.
Georgia's going to cover. Like Georgia versus Texas, I definitely think Georgia's going to cover.
Uh-huh.
I think Georgia could win. Like I think that was my easiest one.
By the way, I got a big announcement to make today too, and it's pretty big for podcasting and for this show. I'm working on some things for us, and I can't say what that is yet, but I can say I got a phone call from Los Angeles a couple of days ago, which is always fun to see that Los Angeles area code pop up because you're like, oh shit, what's going on? I am headlining the Podfest 2025 in Orlando in January. So it's a whole festival for podcasting, and they reached out to me, and they're doing a big comedy show. Everybody on the ticket is pretty much from Los Angeles, and they're all opening for me. So it's pretty wild. I guess they made some contacts, and they were like, we want a Florida guy, somebody big, and Matt was already booked, I think. So that's how that works. No, but it's gonna be cool. I had a long conversation with the promoter, and I talked to him about this podcast, and they have a whole podcast network. So I'm gonna do some more talking with them, and of course, with you guys too, and all that stuff. So we'll be talking more about that. But the cool thing is, not only will I be headlining a podcast expo, but also rubbing a lot of elbows, meeting some people, getting some more information. Maybe I'll take James out there with me. He can hang out with some producers. Maybe just some good stuff rubs off on him. You know what I mean? Just, oh my God, look at that. I'm absorbing their talent. Just by proxy. That'll be great. So yeah, that's gonna be fun, dude. Only thing that sucks, I got to drive to Orlando. Ugh. But
I'd rather drive to Los Angeles at this point than Orlando.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I just did Orlando
It's so bad.
like 2 weeks ago, and it took me all of like 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, for an hour and a half drive.
I left at 3 for an 8 o'clock. I left at 4 for an 8 o'clock show, and I got there at like 7:50.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
It was fucking.
That's how it
crazy.
goes.
Yeah.
but it's gonna be
Yeah.
January 17th is gonna be the date of the show. So it's gonna be wild, and it's all gonna be. I'll be putting all the information up on all my social media and all that stuff. I'm booking a lot of shows, dude. A lot more shows. Are you guys any shows booked for
I'm
December?
doing a show that same night with a bunch of New York comics. It's a storytelling show at Palladium in St. Pete.
Oh,
And,
see,
I'll
that'll
probably
be
be
fun.
telling the story about how I got kicked out of SeaWorld for getting too drunk and having too much fun.
Did you really?
Having
Yeah.
too much fun with the whales.
Yeah, man.
That's not what blowholes are for, Matt. Okay, that's not what blowholes
Fuck
are
that
for.
aquatic
Oh my
trailer
God.
park piece of shit place.
That's fun.
The big thing that I want to yell about is my special is being screened at the Dunedin International Film Festival on January 12th. So I think that screening is going to be open to the public. So you don't even have to get tickets to come see the comedy special. Otherwise, it's on Amazon Prime Video. Just look for John J. Murray Rhinoceros.
Highly ranked too.
It's highly ranked, and it's going to be in more countries next year.
Nice. That's cool. When you
Yeah,
see it pop
so
up
right
in
now it's in
Germany
UK
and, like,
and
Japan
America,
and shit. Yeah.
and now it's going to be in Australia and New Zealand.
Nice.
Also
What if-
English-speaking countries.
What if you blew up in a country like that you never expected? Like you became like the Maniscalco of like Budapest or something? How cool would that?
Down for it.
Oh, dude, Eastern Europe? Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
who cares? Yeah,
John Jay would be there.
I'll be popular wherever y'all want me to be popular.
What if it was like the Isle of Congo or some weird shit?
I'll
too?
go.
They pay him in rubles, and he comes
Yeah.
back to America and finds out he made like $20.
I made $20, and I was like, man, it's still better than Florida.
Oh no!
But I had good shows.
Yeah, it's a great show. Still
Yeah.
better than Florida comedy pay. So that's great.
Yeah, no, my luck, I would be really like it would just be a room full of like crippled people. So there's no way I can get a standing ovation. You know? All right, I'm gonna leave.
Just go.
Now I want to
just
hit
go.
you with a crowbar for me, not even for you anymore.
Dent that head. Dent that head.
Oh, we gotta get a chant. That'd be fucking perfect. Oh shit balls. Anyway, football. Do we have the college football games? Do we have the schedule? Do we have that lined up?
UNLV and Boise State is tonight, but this will be out when that's over.
Yeah.
Tulane versus
So I
Army.
hope you enjoyed that game. Who's ever watching
Iowa
this?
State versus Arizona State. Georgia versus Texas.
That's the one.
Clemson versus SMU. Penn State versus number 1 Oregon. Penn State is 3 this year? Okay, wow.
Oregon's gonna fucking dog walk them.
Well, let's
I
go
think
game
Georgia,
by
I think
game.
Georgia Texas is gonna be good.
Yeah, well, that's a rematch, right? Yeah, didn't Georgia come in there and beat them in Texas, or did Texas beat the shit out of them? I know it was something like that. So it was definitely a blowout, and I don't remember. I want to say Georgia won that game in Texas. So yeah, I don't know. That's a toughie because both of those teams are top notch, but they also have had some letdown weeks, especially Georgia this year. So if I had to put money on that, I would probably go Texas because I think they're just a little better than across the board than Georgia is. Georgia lost so many players in the draft, and that happened to a lot of teams. Florida State, that happened to, like, noticeably they're really bad this year. Yeah, so.
It's more than noticeably. Yeah.
Georgia still has Carson Beck, right? They still have a quarterback who's like 25. He's been in college for like 7 years. I think
good for you.
They have a quarterback who's like going bald in college.
Yeah, his son plays for the team. Yeah, one of those guys. Bo Nix is one of those guys too, right? The guy drafted
Bo Nix came out when he was like 25. Yeah.
Yeah, because he played at Auburn like a full career and then went to Oregon and played another full career somehow. I don't know how he did that, but yeah, and that's why he's good. He's really good for the Broncos because he's an old man. He's got a lot of experience.
That's why I think Georgia has the edge. And Georgia hasn't played Texas yet. Yeah.
Oh, they didn't? I thought they did.
I would take Georgia, honestly. Like I think they're good enough to beat Texas. I think Texas is a little overrated, but I also like their old man quarterback who's just a veteran, a college veteran.
It's a college veteran.
Let's see here. Yeah, the Georgia's number 5. The Longhorns are number 2 in this whole ordeal, and that is a 4:00 game on Saturday. So it's probably going on as this is being posted to the YouTube. So
yeah,
I think it's the exact same time is when we'll be posting this.
It's a 4:00 game. It's not the night. Oh, I guess Penn State Oregon is the night game.
There's a lot of tomorrow's gonna be loaded, and I have a bunch of plans tomorrow too. So I don't know how much I'll be able to watch.
Take my dumb wife out to dinner for her stupid birthday.
Happy birthday, Katie.
Yeah, it's not good. That's not good. I got odds here. Would you guys like to see or hear about the odds on these games for gambling purposes?
I feel like college sports just aren't that as fun to gamble on.
I like it. I like gambling on them. Well, Georgia is let's see. No, it says here Texas is favored by 3. Over under is 50. So
I definitely would take Georgia to cover at least.
Yeah, you think they'll cover 3? Like, I mean, okay.
Well, I'd have on Hard Rock it was 3.5, but yeah.
I'm gonna go Texas in over on this one. That's what I'm betting.
I do like the over. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That stupid Detroit Green Bay game, I had the over on that, and that covered. I had
Right.
I had
super covered. They put up like 65.
Yeah.
yeah, I had a 5-leg, and it should have been 4 because I had Sam Laporta scoring a touchdown because he scored 2 the week before for you, and yeah, so that ruined my parlay. He did not get it.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just yelling, give him the goddamn ball. That didn't happen.
I think I had a 5-leg that missed or that hit every single thing except for anytime touchdown, and I don't even remember who it was.
Okay, there you go. Oregon, Penn State, number 1 versus number 3. Oregon's favored by 3.5. I think it's a trap game, dude. I think Penn State wins this game. Over under.
Oregon hasn't lost yet, right? They're undefeated.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Who did Penn State lose to this year?
I want to say it was like Indiana or something weird shit like that. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Indiana was undefeated for a while. Yeah. So I don't know. That'll be good. We should move on to the NFL because I don't think anybody knows what the fuck they're talking about here. Because every time we bring up something, we're like, did they lose to the thing? I don't know shit about fuck. I don't either. All right, good. I like Penn State.
A lot of college football.
I don't watch boys play football. I watch men.
Calm down. Calm down over there. He's
And
sweating.
I watch it hard and firm.
Okay. All right.
I watch college football if it's on. If I'm sitting someplace that it's on, I will watch it.
Yeah.
If I'm watching a game and my dick's hard, you know it's an NFL football game.
Yeah, I'm jerking. No, I'll jerk off to XFL.
I've,
Okay, I will.
Not a
I'm in a
weirdo.
group thread with a bunch of people who are like fans of different college teams, so I kind of get all my info from them.
I came
only
to an
know about,
arena
like,
game one time. I came one time for an arena football game, but it was, I was in a dry spell. What do you want?
I made my wife watch lingerie football league, which they're calling something else now. I made her watch it for like 30 minutes the other night because I said that you guys wanted me to cover it for the show.
No, you did. Now you got to cover it.
Nice.
No, I got to. What is it called? It's called something different. It's not called that anymore. It's called.
It's called like the bitches
they're
league.
still
or
wearing
something.
bikinis.
When
or
I leave
something.
here, I'll just casually mention in front of her, like, thanks for doing that, John. Thanks for looking at those naked ladies play football.
because we're not allowed.
Guy football is cool and all, but sometimes we just want a feminine touch.
It's about equality, guys. And
Yeah.
I want to know why those ladies don't make the same thing as fucking Patrick Mahomes.
Their whole league isn't worth Patrick Mahomes' contract.
Discrimination, man.
It's semi-professional.
Yeah.
Let's see what it's called.
Lingerie football. I think you got it.
Did James leave? Did he have to go work or something? What's going on here? Is he still?
I don't know.
Oh, it's called the Women's Football Alliance now.
Women's football. No.
Yeah.
Here, I can. tell
Yeah, I
you
think
what
that's what it's called, dude. They have the
I just don't know how to
Pittsburgh
spell
Passion,
lingerie.
the DC.
It's called
I think
X League.
I think it's L.
It's called X League Women's Football.
Yeah,
But
dude.
they're still wearing lingerie though. Like they didn't give them jerseys.
No.
No. What I'm looking up isn't the lingerie ones. This has big ass women in it. I actually sang the national anthem for the Tampa team.
No, that's probably a more real like women's.
No, it
football
is.
league.
So
Yeah.
ugly women? Gross.
Oh,
Not into it, dude.
didn't hear me say that. No, they got some
Yeah.
like 350-pound line ladies. I mean,
Right,
it was big.
Line ladies. I
Line
like that.
ladies, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to discriminate.
Women
but,
of the line. Fucking, no, thanks. I'm gonna pass hard on that.
no,
That makes my
they
dick
asked me-
super soft.
one of the coaches listens to the radio show, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come sing the national anthem for our women's football league?" And I was like, yeah, "I ain't doing shit." So I went out there, and I thought they were gonna have me like on the field with a microphone or something. I go up in the press box, and I'm like, "You want me to sing it in the press box?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I go, "All right, where's the mic?" And it was one of those old school like press box mics that you hit the button at the bottom. It was like fucking Hank Azar's fucking, he's like,
you gotta push it like a principal giving the
Yeah.
morning announcements.
yeah. So it's definitely not a vocal mic by any means, like for singing, but that's what I did. I just like leaned down into it and sang the national anthem, and then people are like looking around like, who the fuck is saying it? And I was like, me, I'm here in the press box. But yeah, those women, they did fumble a lot though. I will say
Those are
that.
broads. I feel comfortable calling them broads
Yes.
because they're
Yes.
literally
Because they're broad.
Yeah, because they're wide. And
The
girthy.
Tampa team, though, they were pretty good. I think they lost that game, but yeah, I think they were playing the DC Divas that day too. It's just funny though.
What's
It's
our
like
team? What's the Tampa team called?
I want to say it's a Tampa Fire. I want to say, Let's see. Let me go to the website here.
Tampa Fire.
Hold on. I think, or it's like the Tampa Hookers or something.
I don't think we have a X League football team in Tampa.
We used to. No, yeah. Well, didn't we have like the Tampa Vipers or something for a half a second, and then the pandemic happened?
That's XFL. Yeah.
Oh, XFL.
X League is the lingerie one now, or the lingerie.
Oh, it's called X League. Okay, so there's
Inferno.
Inferno. There you go.
Fire.
Yeah,
whatever.
The Tampa Fuego.
The fire crotches. No.
I keep seeing advertisements. Dunedin is getting some sort of like semi-professional men's football league.
There's a bunch of those already. Tampa's always had like these
like single A.
If you want to go get your fucking knees blown out and CTE for no money,
go
for it, bro.
Money.
No, I used to have a my first wife, like her cousin's husband played in one of those leagues, and he's like, y'all come out and watch us play. And we did. We went out to a game, and they were fucking full pads, helmets like a regular team. And but there was like 12 people in the stands, and they were fucking each other up. And that's what I said to her. I go, this guy's got to deliver beer tomorrow. Like, this is ridiculous.
That, dude.
Yeah, no. And they get paid nothing. As a matter of fact, they lose money because they have to buy their own equipment.
They have to pay to play.
Yeah,
I don't know if these guys.
I don't know if this
dues. I don't know if this league that I'm looking at, the Dunedin Highlanders. I'll have to look it up at some point.
Oh, that's a cool name at least.
Yeah, because it's like they have like a Scottish band and everything, so that's why they call them the Highlanders.
They're all drunk.
They're all drunk. Well, we have 40 beer breweries in Dunedin. It's only 4 square miles, the entire town.
It's a cool town, though.
I like it. Yeah, it's good.
We do a lot of drinking. There's a lot of pipe band music, and that's the whole town. Yeah, so
did we do?
They're going to be playing at my high school, so I'm thinking about going just to see like dudes get hurt.
Speaking of high school, Matt, great segue. One of our guys, our alma mater.
Whoa! Hey, I didn't say all that.
One of Matt's best friends from high school.
Yeah, a guy that Matt used to be best buds with in high school. Big suspension, and he leaned into it hard. The guy for the Texans that murdered Trevor Lawrence. And I don't have it in front of me, so I'll jack up his last name. It's like
Aziz Al-Shaair.
Al-Shaair. Yeah, he came. Well, if you were watching football last week, Trevor Lawrence goes into a slide and he comes down, forearm into the face, drives his head into the ground. Trevor Lawrence goes into the lock up arms thing, like, basically the international sign for my brain is fucked up, and he's out for the season now. Like, ew. So
what exactly is the injury?
Concussion.
Just a bad concussion.
Well, he's also got a shoulder
brain.
Mush
brain.
Well, they said
but I mean, he doesn't have a skull fracture?
No, his shoulder was already hurt, so he was
Okay.
like thinking about taking. And the Jaguars are terrible. Like they're trying to get the first round pick.
Home,
or the first pick.
Well, that's why they haven't fired their coach, because they're definitely going for the first round pick. They're going to get Travis Hunter or some shit like that. So, which would be really cool for the Jacksonville Jaguars, because they need help on defense and offense, and that guy plays both. But Al-Shaair, who went to Hillsborough High School, like Matt and myself, he first apologized. He came out and said, I want to apologize to Trevor Lawrence. I wasn't trying to, hurt him. I never try to hurt anybody. And anybody who knows me knows that, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm not reading it. But anybody who knows me knows that I'm a better, I'm a good person, da, 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 da. But if you look at his track record, I mean, he's got multiple late hit penalties. He's been fined. He's never been suspended until this time, but he's a dirty player. I remember he grabbed Tom Brady's throat when he was playing for the 49ers, and Tom Brady ran over to the ref like, this guy's choking me. Like, and you saw the replay. He's got his hands around his throat. Like, I'll kill you, Tom Brady. But yeah, a lot of late hits out of bounds, shit like that. He's a dirty player.
Play to win. You got to play to win.
That hit he laid on Trevor Lawrence, that's a legit brain injury. Because when you go into this position, that's called the cerebrate posture. The next posture is called the corticate, when you pull your arms in, and the next one is you're dead. So he hit him so hard, he like basically reset his whole brain. His brain didn't know what to do. That is a legit medical. I mean, as a paramedic, man, if you see people like that and you roll up on scene, you're like, we got to go now. This dude doesn't have a ton of time left.
Yeah, it's sad. It really is sad. I don't know. I've seen debates all this week about like they should take the slide out of football with a quarterback, and I kind of agree.
No,
I kind of agree.
I don't think so.
Fuck that.
No, it's kind of it's a cheap way to get yards though when you can't get hit. Like people are afraid to hit the quarterback because, you don't know if they're going to go into a slide last second, things like that. I think if the quarterback doesn't want to get hit, don't run the ball. Stay in the pocket, throw it out of bounds. Like I feel like anybody who's running the ball should get treated like a running back or a wide receiver. That's just how I feel. Because if they're going to do that, they need to do it for everybody. And then football is really going to be fucked when you have like Mike Evans sliding before he gets hit.
Wide
Like
receivers have been sliding forever. Like Isaac Bruce and Marvin Harris, little wide receivers duck all the time.
But they're allowed to get hit.
You do it. You don't get hit after you slide.
I've seen.
You got to slide earlier, bro.
I've
Trevor
seen
Lawrence
guys
just slided
not
like
even
2 yards
sliding.
before
I've
then.
seen guys just sitting
Now
down.
that if you slide late, that's on you. Like to
Yeah,
some
I've
extent.
seen guys catching the ball and just like sitting.
Yeah, as soon as you get the ball,
down.
sit down. Yeah,
Yeah.
get down.
What about? Do you remember when Pickett, the flop for the Steelers when he was playing at Pittsburgh, the college, he faked the slide. This is a big play when he was his senior year, and he got drafted.
Slide.
Yeah, he acted like he was going to slide, and the two linebackers pulled away from him, and he just kept running for a touchdown.
Why are the linebackers pulling up? Like that doesn't mean you stop playing. You still like
just
stay
don't
right-
tackle. Yeah,
stay in front of them. Like don't
I know.
just pull away.
They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't want to get
Yeah, you don't-
penalized. Yeah, I know.
Yes, man. But Mahomes did that earlier this year when he faked running out of bounds, and then he kept going. So I mean, it's just it is what it is. Like you got to be conscious of when you hit him, but don't quit either. Don't quit on the play.
I would love to see some old film of Al Shair at Hillsborough and see if he was just like fucking people up at plant and everything. You know what I mean?
Did you watch any of the games when you went to school there?
Oh, he's way after me, dude. I'm 40 years
Oh
old.
yeah, what am I talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about? The people that played with me at Hillsborough are dead.
Yeah,
All dead. I'm not kidding.
they all have CTE. Yeah,
No, all the offensive linemen I played junior high and high school and little league football with, like we all played together growing up all throughout, my neighborhood in Seminole Heights. They're all dead from like obesity related stuff. Like all the big boys is what, like we all hung out. Like we'd go fuck up buffets together. Like they're all gone. The last one died like a year ago. And well, besides me. So I got to get this head dent thing going fast. I'm a
Fun
fucking make
podcast.
it. I got to do it. Dude.
Sign up on the Dunedin Highlanders roster, and your head will be dented in no time.
Yeah.
No, dude. Like I thought about that too. Like we're watching like the Tyson fight, and I'm like, man, Tyson's older than me, man. And I was like, would I fight, somebody for $20 million? I'm like, sure,
yeah,
but I wouldn't be able to spend it because the best case scenario, I have brain damage, like really bad brain damage. Like, like I get punched in the head by Jake Paul like 4 times, and it's like, how do you feel, Johnny? I mean, you went down in 14 seconds. But how you feel? I'm just, it's just snot.
You'll be in the posture.
Yes.
You'll be
Yeah, not good. Not good at all. So, yeah, that's not going to be my out at all. I'm better just having you hit me in the head with a crowbar, Matt. I think that's the best way to do
say
it.
that, buddy.
It's a Christmas miracle.
I'm glad to hear you. So you did your Christmas shopping already, Matt?
Yeah, I'm done.
I got to start.
How hard is it to buy for your wife? Y'all been together a long
parlay.
time.
It's
Y'all got
pretty easy.
together about the same time as me and my wife.
Yeah, we've been together for a hot minute. We've been together 11 years on and off, and then we've been married for like 2.
Yeah.
And then we've been it's been a lot, but it's really easy for her.
I don't know what to buy my wife at all. Like I don't want to buy repeat gifts or anything like that. And she's one of these people that when she wants
Jewelry,
something,
bro.
she
Jewelry's
buys
always
it.
safe.
Well, fucking, I need head dent money. I didn't hit a $2,200.
I suggest hitting a parlay.
Yeah. He's like, jewelry, bro. Jewelry. Sam Laporte's a necklace.
Even after a certain amount of time, like jewelry just gets old, I think.
She has a ton. I bought her a ton. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like my wife.
I guess that's
has
true. I
so
don't buy
much
her a ton of jewelry. I've given her like 1 or 2 here and there, but never like
We've been together.
not enough to where it's boring.
This will probably be our 17th Christmas, so I have no idea what to buy.
Because she
anymore.
actually doesn't buy jewelry for herself.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's easy for me to still get stuff for her that she'll wear.
How is she with you, like buying you gifts? Is she a good gift buyer?
She's better. She used to be terrible.
Yeah.
One year I told her I wanted night vision goggles, and she just bought me a pair of binoculars, and she was like, "They're the same, right?" And I was like, "You fucking idiot!"
It's the same.
What are you gonna do with night vision goggles?
I don't know. They're just awesome. I want some. What kind of question is that? What am I not going to do? That was back when I lived in an apartment complex, and my back porch looked out at the whole complex, and I would just like think about sitting back there and just seeing what was going on.
I just want to see what's going on.
Yeah, I want
to see what these UAPs really look like. You know what I mean? Fucking mind your business.
She was like, "Here, binoculars, same thing." And I was like,
"You can still peep on the neighbors."
Suck. No,
I bought you some
binoculars. It's not hard to buy.
Walgreens.
Yeah. But she's gotten a lot better.
No, my wife used to be the worst gift giver. Worst. And you're right. I think she figured it out over the last like 3 years. But like the first few years, holy shit, dude. It was almost like a bit in itself. Like I would look forward to how bad these gifts would be. I remember the worst one. And if you see something on TV or see anything and you like, even if I just acted like I thought it was interesting or cool, she would buy it for me.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't do that anymore. So one year, I guess maybe we were watching a commercial and I said something looked cool and then I got it for Christmas and I did not want it and I never used it. And it was a fucking squatty potty, right?
Those things do the opposite of what they're supposed to do for me. I tried it and it just closes my butthole right up.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty awesome at taking shits the way I do it now. So
the regular way I'm good at it.
So. I'm nailing it.
Well, here's the thing. When she bought me the squatty potty, I was 100 pounds heavier, right? So if you don't know what a squatty potty is, folks out there in listener land, it's like a step stool that you put in front of your toilet. You put your feet up on it, and it's supposed to align your intestine with your butthole to where the poop just drops out.
So you can take a shit like your dog does.
Yeah. Or a rabbit.
Basically, that's how cavemen used to shit. It's paleo shitting.
Sure.
It's how you're supposed to shit, I guess.
Except,
I don't know.
Except cavemen didn't eat fucking processed food like we do. They weren't trying to push out hamburger helper and fucking whiskey that you had at 4 a.m, right? So she bought it for me and she goes, yeah, you want it. You said you liked it. And I'm like, first of all, I'm almost 400 pounds. I don't have knees, right? I have 2 stumps with little bends, like Cabbage Patch knees is what I got. I don't know how I'm supposed to like getting to a position with the squatty potty in front of a toilet. I'm lucky enough to sit on a toilet at this point. And she's like, well, just try it. And I did. The first time I tried it, I was so fat and I tried to get my feet up on it and I almost passed out because my fat legs compressed into my stomach as I'm trying to shit. I couldn't breathe at all. And I'm just like,
oh my God.
But I wanted to give it the old college effort. So I'm like, all right, I'll breathe as soon as I get this turd out. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you're right, John. It felt like it closed it up even more. Now I'm pushing. I can't breathe. I'm starting to fucking fade. Like I'm about to pass out.
Starting to see stars.
That's
and
exactly
shit.
how Elvis died.
Yeah,
I know. Exactly. I thought about that too. Yeah, exactly. So I just kicked the thing away from me. Took a normal fat guy shit, and I put it out in the garage for like a year. It just sat out there, and I was gonna like put it online and sell it. Anybody want a one-time use squatty potty?
Squatty potty.
But I ended up just throwing it in my trash can. I just threw it away. Very sad, but
I don't think I ever got a gift that bad before.
She was for a long time, dude. It was like the gifts were so fun. She bought me the ugliest Bucks like hoodie I've ever seen. Like I don't even know where she got it. It was like not even the right red. And it had like these weird lines going through the puffy letters.
Was it like this color red behind me, like the tiles?
No, it was more like maroon. It was like a maroon.
Okay.
It was like way off. Like whatever.
Because the ones that are too light those are the ones that end up in like TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
Like those Bucks hoodies. They're like a shade
super
too light.
neon red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fucked them up. Yeah, and it's also a player that don't play for us anymore. Like. It's always fun when they get cut.
Gaines Adams, who died.
They die. That's $3 at Ross.
Or Kellen Winslow, who turned out to be a full-blown deviant
I
rapist.
Yes.
I got it at Ross.
I don't know. Well, speaking of deviants, I don't know if you see what I'm rocking today.
Yeah, but he's a Hall of Famer. You can get away with that.
I am wearing my O.J. Simpson jersey.
James popped that up on the ticker earlier. Is Johnny wearing an O.J. Simpson jersey?
I am. Yeah. Well,
it's not the first time.
Yeah.
Well, because my special coming, that I'm filming in January, hopefully, is called Killed. So I'm really leaning into the Killed part. So all this year, for the rest of the month, I'll be trying to represent for anybody.
Murder into your fucking style. Nice. All right.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I feel it.
This guy never got convicted of murder ever. This guy's innocent and he's dead.
Civil court, but whatever.
Yeah, civil,
He's
snivel.
liable for murder.
He had to pay for murder, but he didn't go to jail for murder. So yeah, I guess you're right.
He made the money back with this book if I would have done it. So, which was awesome.
His book should have just been called.
No, I think he ended up having to give that money to one of the victim's family.
He also got busted stealing a bunch of shit in Vegas.
Where's my shit?
Yeah.
We have a poker group among my friends, and whoever wins gets the O.J. Simpson memorial trophy, and it's just a trophy that's like been dropped and broken a bunch of times, and then it just says, "Where's my shit?" And then O.J. Simpson. It's just a quote. Where's my shit?
I like it. Do we want to officially do Matt's parlay before we get out of here?
Let's do that before we get out of here.
Mine's it's actually really easy. It's only
hold on. We need
legs.
the intro. We need to rent the intro.
Fucking Christ!
Yeah, we got
it. Throw the little kid on the screen.
Happening, dude. See? Ta-da!
There it is. You don't like it looks like you just robbed that kid. You don't like that?
Or I'm like, oh, you're out of money now. What would you do?
Gonna blow his money. He's gay.
Notice you got a really tiny mouth.
There we go. All right, what do we got, Matt?
Real easy. Bucks Raiders. Keep it home. Mike Evans, 2 touchdowns. I'm going over. I'm going 1.5. I think he really the Raiders' defense is trash. Nobody's big enough to cover him out there.
Last time I bet that something bad happened, and I'm afraid to. I'm scared.
You got to believe. Don't put that out in the air. I also took Brock Bowers anytime touchdown because the Bucks are dog shit against tight ends. Absolutely terrible.
And wide receivers.
Pretty much anything on defense, they're terrible. But we're noticeably bad against tight ends. And then I took the under because I don't think that the Raiders will score enough points to hit 46.
That's logical.
That will $5 on that will get you $305.
Okay, so, I like that. I like that a lot.
You put 10, you're getting 600. You put 15, you're getting fucking 9. You're getting upwards of $1,000.
You can multiply by 2.
That's right. Thanks for noticing, bro.
I got something similar. I got Mike Evans over 70.5 yards because he needs to average like 96 yards a game for the rest of the games to get his 1,000. Yeah. So they're going to feed him. They fed him last game, and at home in good weather, he's liable to go off for 150 or something crazy like that. And it goes along with your 2 touchdowns. If he's getting that much production, and he probably will, then I like him over 70. I'm also going to go 2 touchdowns for Mike Evans on this one. Yeah, you like that? Let's see here. I got to re-put it in because I bought a new phone and now everything's brand new. So I'm having to re-establish all my stuff. Strongly recommend if you guys have never had an iPhone. Oh my God, it's so good. No, I got the 16. Way different than the 13 that I'm upgrading from. Are you guys iPhone or are you Android nerd?
Yeah, well, I'm upgraded to the newest operating system.
Samsung, because the first iPhone that came out felt like a little calculator in my hand. iPhones forever.
They're a lot better now.
Fucking
I like
tiny
it to feel
for my
big.
masculine hands.
I want it to feel big in my hands.
I had to hold, you're trying to hold it like this, and it just didn't work. My thumbs are too big, too thick.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Thumbs.
All right, so I'm going over, and I got Bucky Irving anytime touchdown. So this is a 4-leg. It is plus 2,000, Matt, on this one, and which isn't great, but $10 will make you $210 if it happens. If Mike Evans goes over 70, scores 2 touchdowns, Bucky Irving gets a touchdown, and they go over 46. So I figure if the Bucks score 40 themselves, then the over should happen, and they might against the Raiders. They might just go, it's completely haywire.
How much was theirs? Plus what? 10,000?
2,000. So
2,000. Okay, mine was plus 6,000.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. But that
I'm gonna do the same. 2 for Evans, 1 Bucky Irving anytime touchdown, and I am also going under though.
Ooh, and what does that pay?
That is,
That should
I
be
didn't
close to
enter it
mine.
in yet.
Actually, Bucky's probably more likely to get a touchdown than Brock Bowers. But you'll be, I've been doing research, bro. And when you do, it's called non-correlative betting. When you bet that everyone's going to score a bunch of points, but then you bet the under, or you bet that someone's going to catch a lot of balls but not get a lot of yards.
Right.
The odds just go.
Of course, yeah.
Anyway,
like
that's
that.
That's what I've been doing. That's how I bet now.
Maybe I should lessen Mike Evans's touchdowns with the over 70 and see what that does. Hold, please. I'm going to go back on that.
Hold, please.
Hold, please.
Yeah.
Hold, please. We're trying to finish a podcast here, John.
Y'all can talk. It's fine.
If you lessen his touchdowns, you're definitely going to lose money. But, I mean,
we'll see.
See how it goes.
We shall see here.
But,
well, good luck to you.
Let's talk. Let's talk
guys.
let's talk the rest of the Bucks schedule for the rest of the year. We got this week. We have, let's see, Bucks remaining
Raiders
schedule.
this year. I mean, this week, and then
right. So we got Raiders this week,
and then the Chargers.
Then Chargers. What are we thinking?
That's our only tough game.
That's
really,
the one team where
one tough game.
Justin Herbert could definitely throw for like 400 yards, 3 touchdowns.
I don't think so.
I think he could.
Well, he could, but he's throwing the ball like 18 times a game right now because they're just running it like crazy on everybody because Harbaugh's a running coach and nobody can stop their running attack, and they're using Gus Edwards and Dobbins and
got hurt. Yeah, no, Dobbins is done. He's done for the year.
Oh, is he really? Okay,
yeah, Gus Edwards ain't shit, so I feel like they'll just drop back in there. But besides that, I'm going to the Saints game at the end of the year. I hope we're still playing. For
January 5th is the Saints. That's the last game of the year. Then we before that we have the Cowboys at the Cowboys, and then Panthers in Tampa, and then And then the last 2 games are in Tampa.
Cooper Rush and Rico Dowdle.
So I don't think Cowboys is anything to talk about. Panthers, I mean, I don't know. Do they see the holes in the defense? Are they going to come back and actually be better than they were the last matchup? Or
we'll get them at home this time. I feel like
we always destroy them here, and they always play us tough there. So I'm not expecting much, and they'll be in full tank mode by then, like full tank mode by then. They're gonna be like, I mean, we might not see.
I mean, that's what I thought at this last game too. I was just like, this is the Carolina Panthers.
At Carolina, though, they play everybody tough at home. It's really weird. Yeah. So, no, at that point, if we are still, in the thick of it, and we better be, then they'll lay down. In Tampa, and we might not even see, either starting quarterback. We might see a third stringer at that point. They may just sit everybody if it's that bad, but we'll see. You never know how everything goes. Either way, the Bucks should, if they pull that one out in Los Angeles, then they should cruise, down the line and end up with 10 wins. If they end up with 10 wins, the way Atlanta is just completely tanking right now.
Right.
I mean, Kirk Cousins is hot garbage right now.
Kirk Cousins only balls against us, and then everybody else, he sucks.
And their defense is playing like dog shit too. And they got great talent. Their safeties are, arguably just as good as ours. Like, I mean, they're really, really good. They're just trash right now. So they're doing us all the favors, and the Bucks got to take advantage of it. And they got to do it in a more convincing manner than they did the last game, because I mean, what they did against the Giants, that's what they're supposed to do against bad teams. So they got to continue. They have to.
Do we have the Falcons remaining schedule? Does anyone have that pulled up? I mean, I'm curious to see because
it's tougher than ours. It's definitely tougher than ours.
It's definitely tougher than ours, and we're tied right now. They win. Obviously, they own the tiebreaker because they beat us twice.
They go to Minnesota this week. I mean,
I don't know how good they're going to do in Minnesota.
Minnesota's nasty.
What's the temperature going to be?
Well, they're in a dome.
Oh, they're in a dome.
Do you remember? No. Do you remember there was
somebody else already said that? No, it was a reporter asked that last year.
Todd Bowles. They were talking about Detroit. They said
it was Detroit. Yeah.
They said you guys don't play really well in cold weather games. I mean, have you prepared for this game in Detroit? And Todd Bowles like, it's in a dome, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking of Green Bay.
No, there are like Green Bay and Buffalo would be a nightmare to play right now.
Green Bay and Buffalo are getting new stadiums, and they're still not making them domes.
Hell no. Snow games, baby.
Yeah, well, you saw how bad it went against the 49ers in Buffalo last week, right? You saw that?
It's a home game. It's definitely a home team advantage, yeah.
And it didn't hurt.
Had like 90 total yards or something crazy.
And Allen was just running around like he was like no problem at all. Like, did you see
They're doing wind sprints all week long.
He was a
in
child in the snow. Yeah, he was having fun.
Did you see the pitchback game? And I'm seeing more teams do that or play. I'm seeing more teams do that. Like Kansas City does it with Kelsey. He'll pitch it back. He'll catch the ball, pitch it back to a wider or a running back. Well, they did that with Allen in that snow game. He threw this little pass. He ran off his left hip and he pitched it back to him, and he ran.
That was not designed. That was definitely not designed that way.
No,
like he was going down and like pitched it to him. But they should put.
No,
that
he
in
said
the playbook.
he said in a press conference that they'll kind of mess around in practice and like
they just do it randomly.
No
Yeah,
way that was designed. Because he was middle, like the receiver was literally getting tackled. And was
but
like,
Allen,
it's not a play. It's not a play, but it's something that they practice.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
is what they're
they
saying basically. Yeah, it's like they just do it in practice all the time. So it's like when they see the opportunity, they just fucking do it.
Atlanta has to play Washington still. Yuck.
Yeah, dude.
Atlanta has to play
they have some tough
Minnesota,
games.
Vegas.
Minnesota and Washington are definitely games they could lose.
I'm just saying.
Carolina is their last game.
Maybe Vegas surprises them. All right.
I'm just saying it could work out for us.
Nothing is decided.
Nobody knows anything, boys. You're right. Doing less touchdowns for Mike Evans did not make my bet better.
It didn't make it.
It's not how it works.
Yeah, that was my bad there. That was my bad. I got to go back. I got to go back and fix that.
So I'm doing the same thing as you, except I'm doing under.
Okay. Oh, you're doing the under. Okay. Man, I'm going to feel stupid if you guys win and I don't because of that. Anyway, I'm changing all of it. I just canceled all my bets. Fuck
just
it.
Canceled all my bets. This podcast is not informative.
I like it all, dude. They don't want my advice. I suck.
Maximize small bets because I don't ever bet more than like $5 or $10 a game.
Yeah. Listen to Matt. Matt's the one who's winning.
I would say
James is doing some winning too. So
normally I don't bet that much, but last week I just fucking went on tilt, dude. I went on tilt trying to catch up.
Parlays.
Yeah, what did you bet?
All the parlays I put in?
You had like a
it was
dozen.
It's still what it added up to, like what, $100?
It was about $100. But it's like 8 parlays. I lost every one.
Every single one.
Damn, dude.
One of them, I just needed Baker Mayfield to run for 12 yards. And he was at 11 yards, and then he kneeled down and lost a yard.
Yeah, I saw. I thought he was gonna do one more play, and then they were like, "Nah, never mind."
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm a fucking lose a yard, fatso. How you like that? You like that, bitch? Yeah, you fucking denthead, dickhead. Yeah. So I don't know. I felt like I needed to take a week off, but when I was in Georgia and I couldn't use the Hard Rock app out of the state, I had to go back and play a FanDuel lineup. Ugh, like.
So they can do FanDuel, but not real gambling.
I think you can do FanDuel anyway.
You can do fantasy, but not like betting. You could do FanDuel like
put together a fantasy lineup just that week. Yeah.
And that's what I did on Thanksgiving, and it was like
the odds are way worse.
Yeah,
for the fantasy stuff.
It's trash. Yeah, it was trash. I'm sitting there like, oh yeah, great. And I end up winning like $5. Like I placed like 11,000 in the FanDuel, and I got $5.
$5.
Which is better than what I did in real fucking bets. So I don't know. But this Raiders-Bucks game, it's just, I feel like there's a lot of money to be made in this game. And the real smart bet, if you wanted to just be smart, but that's lame and boring, would just be bet the Bucks and the spread and just, make even money. Just put $100 to win like $95 and just do that. And then you'll probably win. But we can't do that.
That's a safe bet. Yeah, but that's
can't do that.
not as fun. That's not as fun.
Lame.
Yeah.
That's like a bet your grandpa made with his bookie in 1965.
I need to win a minimum of $300. I'm not betting a bet if I'm not winning $300.
Our even money is dumb too. It's like, ugh.
Fuck that. Lame.
No, I want to score.
Insane win.
Yeah, I don't want that. That'd be like cheating on your wife with an uglier person. He's like, why would I do that? It's not worth it. Like it needs to be a hot enough person where she goes, I get it. All right, we'll give you a mulligan on this one.
Right
but
before
don't do it again.
You in your sleep.
Don't do it again. All right. Oh, you crazy cheater.
Sex mulligan. Cool.
She was a hot one. Get out of here. All right. We still having dinner when we done.
All right. You guys want to get out of here?
Did we football enough? Did we sports enough?
We sports enough.
We sports it all over the place.
I have to go do FM radio now. You can hear me on 102.5 The Bone at night, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock when the Lightning aren't playing. Yeah,
there you go. Where he can't cuss.
Where he can't curse. Check me out every week on the Something Planet podcast. That's just on YouTube and wherever you get podcasts.
There you go. Comedy shows coming up, boys. I have next Saturday, the 14th. I will be at the Cymbals Arcade Lounge in Lakeland. It's actually a really cool venue. They do really good comedy shows. I will be there headlining that, and tickets are on sale and limited. So it's a very intimate setting. I think it holds about 80 people. So come on out. I'll be hanging out there in Lakeland, Florida, and then a lot of other shows coming up. Panama City at Beaches Comedy Club on 20th, 21st. I'll be at the new Clearwater Comedy Club on the 27th, 28th of this month. And a lot of other stuff, including the big special in January in Ybor City. And tickets are available. You can go to johnnybcomedy.com, click on the Killed icon, and I have ticket links for both shows that night. Go fucking do a thing. It's only $8 is all I'm charging for this special. So
$8 for the Cuban Club is
come on out.
Fucking nice.
Yeah, I'm just trying to cover some cost. I'm not even trying to make money. I'm just trying to not go broke. So $8, come hang out, be part of a special. It'd be nice and meet and greet.
See.
You can come to my special too on December 21st at
Do
the
it.
Marion Theater in Ocala. Come on out.
I'm gonna be there as well.
And John Jay will be there, and he'll be fucking doing a set. It'll be a good time.
Today, on the 7th, I got Catherine Maloney is gonna be at Jack Polino's Pizza. Ricky Hicken is featuring, and I'm gonna be hosting and just generally talking shit throughout the night. And then on Thursday, December 12th, I have Dave and Nathan's Dirty Fucking Holiday Extravaganza at Aspirations Winery. I'm going to be doing something there.
Is fucking in the title?
Fucking's in the title, but they made him take it. They made him cross it out on the poster.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I think I'm supposed to say fucking.
Yeah, you're allowed.
Okay.
By the way, real quick.
Whatever it is, just get tickets.
Yeah,
It's Christmassy.
Before I forget, I might be doing New Year's Eve at Aspirations Winery also.
Oh, nice.
So, my director of my special is good friends with the folks over there, and we might be doing kind of like a pre-special meet and greet with sponsors and all that stuff. New Year's Eve comedy show at Aspirations. Still haven't finalized that, but working on it. So just throwing it out there so I don't forget.
Aspirations is cool. It's a cool place to hang out.
Yeah, we did a show together there a couple years ago. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So
I think we did the first one there. When they opened up that back room, I think we were the first ones to perform there.
We're good at doing things in the back rooms.
In the back room. All right, let's get out of here, guys. Hit that music and the outro. We love you. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks for listening.
Hey.